Good morning, mine exploring fans.
Good morning.
Tom and Julie here.
We're in amongst the chollas today.
We're in amongst the chollas for sure. Look at them all. Lots of teddy bears. It's a pretty impressive patch of them. We've been through here before. We're heading up into the mountains here looking for a mine, as usual. But we thought we'd show you the chollas. It's pretty cool. Fun little place. Some of these are 6 or 8 feet tall. Here's a little desert hiking tip for you guys. When you're in an area that has a lot of cacti, carry a stiff hair comb with you. That way, if you get one of these pieces of cactus that are hitchhiking on your clothing or on your skin, you take that comb and you can flick it out. Otherwise, they're pretty hard to get out without, if you grab it with your hands, you get it off your clothing, but it gets back in your hand, and then you keep getting in deeper and deeper. So a hair comb is a great way to flick these things off you. There's a nice hawk. Look at the beautiful Pinto Basin. Oh, here's a can. 2 cans. Not the bird. Looks like a bean can and something a little bigger. Well, that's always a good sign. There's a chunk of wood there too. There's a jumbo can of beans or something. There's my trekking pole for scale. That's a 1 gallon can. We're still working our way across the big wash here. This is one of the bigger washes in the area. It goes all the way up through that canyon that you can see. And we are headed up this way. We gotta go about halfway up the mountain, I'd say. Here's a nice old steel can of some sort with the handles on it still. Look at the handles still work.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Bottom's out of it, but yeah. It looks like it has perforations. Oh, what are those? Yeah, those are holes, aren't they?
Yeah.
Maybe it was
they're
like
all throughout.
Maybe it was like a bread box and it had a little ventilation in it.
Had a latch.
Well, we're continuing up the wash. A lot more debris showing up now. There are the ruins of a couple cabins here. They're both flat. One there and one over there. Flat as a pancake. No, that's not a muffler. That's the longest can in the world. It's got a removable top, and the bottom is sealed off like a regular can. It's got to be 1.5 feet long with that removable top, and a removable and replaceable top. Here's this cabin. Very flat. Doesn't look like it was real big. And the other cabin is right across the little wash here. Big pile of boards now. Let's go a little higher up. Well, here's the can dump for the cabins. It's a pretty good sized dump. A little bit of everything out there. This cabin was a little bigger than the other. This was 12 by 24 roughly. I paced out the floor of it. A garbage can or 2 laying around. There's a rock wall over here. Here's yet another cabin site. This one is not only down, but most of the wood is gone, maybe repurposed for these other ones. This might have been an older one. Here's where there was a rock wall along the road here that kept this wash from blowing it out, but eventually nature wins. They probably had to repair this road every so often when the mine was operating. The trail is starting to show some signs of minerals of different types. Red and brown and whatever else. We're still going up canyon here. There's a large cable spool. So that would indicate that there's some sort of a shaft or something that utilizes cable. Maybe a tram of some sort, I don't know. A lot of crap in the wash here. And this little side wash too. Sheet metal, of course. Sheet metal you always see in the washes. It blows off the buildings and ends up in the wash. Here's a pretty good sized water tank. Probably about 8 foot tall. Boy, what a lot of stuff that's in this wash. Must have been a pretty good sized operation. Several barrels and piece of sheet metal and a nice old ore bin up at the top there. Waste pile above that. Here's the bottom of the big ore bin with a big chute coming out of it. And this must have been a loading zone for ore for trucks. There were some tracks coming out that lead to a small waste pile. I think there was a road going this way though and working its way down the canyon. It would have been a tough road because it's pretty steep down there. That's looking back the way we came. I wonder what the heck this thing was. It's a metal frame of some sort, but it has hinges on a strap here that's about 6 feet long. It has a couple hinges on here. 3 hinges. Huh. Dunno. Oh, this looks like a trunk buckle, doesn't it? Yeah, those look like buckles off of an old case of some sort. Who knows? This looks to be an old collar of some sort of shaft. I found this ladder to be pretty interesting. Look at that thing with the little steel straps on each side of the rungs with an extra 3 nails in it. Then the rungs were inset, and then there's 3 nails in the rungs and then 3 nails in that strap. So pretty cool. Haven't seen one like that. Well, this is what you see when you get to the what was the main shaft here. Still a water pipe. And it looks like there's part of a skip track down there still, but she is plugged up. Doesn't look good at all. Still got some good lumber in there. You can see the circular saw marks, the blade marks on that old 2x12. That's a full 2 inches by 12 inches. Here's the top of the ore bin. Too bad the old shaft is plugged up. This is the top of it. They got it cable netted. But it's definitely too jammed up to even think about getting into. That's just where I was down below a few minutes ago. There's a little thing here, but that doesn't go anywhere. French mine, 1937. Let's go look out on the point here. There was another structure out here. See what that was. Here's an equipment pad of some sort. Generator, probably air compressor. Here are the lines that probably ran to it at one time. Here's another pretty good sized cabin that was way out on this point. Kind of a neat spot. It's flat too. Everything's flat up here. Still got a rock wall for a foundation that they've built up. This was 32 by probably 16, something like that. I just pasted up a good sized cabin. That's looking back at the ore bin. There's a rattlesnake rattle. You hear that? You gotta watch where you're stepping. Well, once again, I find myself going down a small hole inside of a mine. We happen to find this. Don't know where it goes, but we're gonna find out. It's not a real long rappel, but I can see it ground down there about 25 feet. So, we'll see you later.
All right.
I think you need a protector on there.
I don't think so.
Ouch. Okay, I made it down this far. Well, it goes down further if you can get through. There's a small passage if you can get through there. See where it goes though. Oh boy. Okay, well this is what you see when you get down into this stope here. It's very dusty. The air is stagnant. Got kind of a nice mineral vein. Well, anyway, you come to this blocker that looked like it was an ore pass of some sort at one time. And one of the boards is knocked out. And I can see past that down into another stope. And down further I can see a set of ladders, but I can't really get through this hole. These blockers are not... There's a big rock here. If that comes down, I'd be in big trouble. Plus my rope isn't long enough. We've only got a 60-foot rope on us today. And anyway, this could be something for the future. It does go down into the mine, it looks like. But for now, I'm going to have to call her quits here. I came up through that hole up there. I don't know if you can see Julie or not. Shine your light through. So, guess I'm going to get back up out of here. Yeah, that's the hole I came through. There's a stope going up this way. A few pockets here and there. Interesting mineral vein. You can see they took all that off. That looks like mud clay that has been in this contact zone.
Here he comes, attempting to make his way back up through the ore pass.
It's a tight spot there.
Very tight.
It's undercut too, so I've got nothing to put my feet on except the back wall.
Well, got her.
Woo! Yikes.
All right, you did it. Okay.
Here we are entering a small adit. Did you hear something? Did you hear something?
No.
Oh. Ouch. There's a small alcove to the left and a little piece of ladder. It's somewhat buried in the ground there. Oh, here we have an old hoist mount. Rat's nest. Huh, look at that. Just a short ladder. And this way the face is not too terribly far that way. And then this is the face. Okay, Julie's gonna brave the ladder. Oops, sorry. Nice rat's nest above you.
I know. All right, I'll see you later. This is what I see when I came out the ladder. A couple of hooks. Not for a vent line, but maybe a coat or a hat. Alright. Pretty spacious. There's a trail of poop in here. A lot of it. And there's a vein. You can see it there. Continuing on. Kind of meanders around. You can see the vein clearly here. Well, I can. Hopefully you can. All right, and what do we have here? it goes a little ways around the corner here. I suppose I got to peek around the corner. Okay, that's the end.
Alright, here she comes back up the ladder. A little shaky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, look at they put the little straps on here again like that other one up there did.
These.
So whoever made the ladders in this area wanted to add this extra strap. And then there was a windlass here, or some sort of a winch, and a hand cranked winch. Well, this is above that round, would be a water tank, but it looked like they were using it for an ore bin. And this has been cable netted for closure, but the headworks looked like they fell in and took the cable net out, and the rest of it's pretty much collapsed down in there too. I see part of the skip track there because I see the Kimberly where it would dump the hooks there, and then the little chute here. That's where the skip dumped. Came out onto the tracks here, ran over to the ore bin. There's some really nice quartz looking rocks that came out of there. There's a piece of one. I imagine there was some gold in there. So here I'm looking at another vein here. And this is an open stope. It goes down, I can see a stall down there. Well, all I can see is one little old stall. Nice looking vein though here. So that's that. Look at the nice road wall across the little wash here. And then I see a little waste rock pile over there. We better go check that out, huh? I think we gotta go up a little bit to catch the road. Alright, we made it up to this trail. It's not a road after all. It's an old donkey trail or mule trail for the mule train. Hasn't been used for a while. It comes to a little prospect over here. We don't know if it's an open cut or a little drift or what. Maybe a little shaft, who knows. Fun taking these old miners' trails though. You retrace their steps and you imagine what they were doing up here 100 years ago, 150 years ago. Here's a little pile. Well, this is what we see when we got around the corner there off that trail. I don't know if this is an old shaft or what it might be.
I don't know if I trust that.
It just went around the corner a little bit. Look at these cool little old steps we found. Wow.
Steps to a mine.
I wonder if that was a little cabin pad right here, because why else would there be steps like that? That attic that I just came out of was right back behind it. Maybe over here there was a little pad. Just a little campsite or something. Way cool. Alright, down we go. We've had about enough for the day. It's happy hour almost.
Yay!
There's a name on that water tank down there. I've seen that before. ECM Banner or Banning. I can't remember and I can't see the bottom of it from here. We're making our way out of here. The big empty out here. Nothing going on. Just us. Well, we're just about back to the Jeep. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We appreciate you watching and we will see you on our next adventure.
Bye. Thanks for watching.